Yes, good things, they say, come early, and on this show, yes, they do. We have the delectable Mary and, of course, Titi oozing with the right energy, and we are all ready to go.
Now, there's so many things, opportunities out there in the universe every single day as it unfolds, so don't let your viewpoint make you lose out on anything. My name is Titi Layo Oyinso.
And, of course, my name is Mazina Appeal. Welcome to our unmatched Tuesday edition of Wake Up Nigeria, a perfectly curated show. It's about to kick off.
That's right. So, what do we have on the show today?
Well, let's let them know. So, today, remember, first of all, that you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria across all social media platforms.
Yeah.
And you can watch us on Facebook Live or just download the app anywhere you go, on Google Play Store or on iOS. So,
following us at TVC Connect is very, very important for
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram people. And this is why, because we have a parenting segment coming your way. We have family coach, marriage counselor, Pastor Bisi Adewale, an accountant by training, but called and trained as a family builder to revive and repair broken relationships and marriages. He'll be talking about something very important, protecting your children from abuse. Very wide and very important topic there.
And then for a musical performance, recording and performing rap artist who doubles as a writer and also photographer, Alose George, professionally known as A1 Blaze, will be coming with his latest tune.
On our health segment today, Toyin Lolu Ogumade, the founder of Precious Conceptions, Nigeria's foremost holistic family building consultancy for couples, is trying to couples trying to conceive, that is, will be joining us to talk on infertility myths and facts. Now, Toyin has this burning desire to demystify infertility and eradicate the societal stigmas attached to it through advocacy, education, and awareness. So he has a new movie out.
Okay, that's
something
good.
really
I bet
interesting.
we'll be talking about that one today.
Please. Yeah, definitely. We will be.
No, actually, we're making way.
We will be.
Funny you should do that, because see, listen, yesterday we were talking about Prince Charles and everything, and I want everybody at home
Prince
to
Philip.
know Prince Philip, right?
Yes.
And I want everybody at home to know this: that the reason why I had been keeping my hair was because I was terrified of cutting it.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
I was terrified of Mary's responses on air each time I do so. So finally I did yesterday, and one thing that came to my mind is Mary's on the show tomorrow. Mary's going to have a reaction on filter that she cannot control, because we know that's what she does. So immediately she came in today. I had to go introduce myself to her. Mary, is everything okay? Have you gotten out of your system? Is there anything else you want to say? Because last time she said I was old.
Okay, Mary, so any comments on the hair so we can move past this?
Well, you already got the comments in the makeup. You came for it. So
Okay.
I had to give
All right, then. I think it's rather dashing. I think I love what you've done with your hair.
I woke up this morning, looked in the mirror, and I went, ah! Oh, it's my reflection.
What is
But it's
that?
actually
Okay.
so, it's unnerving sometimes when we change
was about to go
our
again.
looks. I'm not going to allow you today, not today. Don't worry, I'll let someone else take those bullets
Those
a
jabs,
little
yeah.
later on.
Yeah. And you know, talking about change, overnight, Twitter, Twitter and Nigeria were trending.
Yeah.
Reason being that Twitter set up its West Africa headquarters
In Ghana.
In fact, it's Africa headquarters. And so the gist was, because Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. And so that was trending overnight.
Yeah.
And I found it a bit worrisome, because I realized that people weren't really talking about the fact that Nigeria also is the headquarters of certain other big organizations. We're talking about Facebook, we're talking about Google. So what's the big deal about Twitter?
Well, I'm sure Twitter did their research and they knew exactly
What they
put it there.
wanted. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's it.
There must have been so many different factors.
There must have been.
It's about time for us to take a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, more attacks have been recorded in parts of the country, with Niger, Kaduna and Ebonyi states being the target areas. In Niger State, 5 men of the vigilante group were killed yesterday, with scores injured during attack on a local market and some communities in Shiroro local government area of the state. It was learnt the attack happened at Basa community while commercial activities were going on at the market. Also, communities such as Beri Kago, Galawi, Kini, Mbada and other adjoining villages in Manta district of the local government were attacked. The co-convener concerned Chiroro youths, Sani Abubakar Koki And the person said the bandits' attacks have become a daily occurrence without any help from authorities. The state police public relations officer, DSP Wasiu Abiodun, could not be reached at the time of filing this report. And in Kaduna State, bandits struck Wawan Rafi village in Zangun Kataf local government area, killing a man, his 7-year-old son, and 2 other persons. The bandits also burnt 7 houses, 1 car, and 1 motorcycle in the attack. Confirming the incident, the Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, also disclosed that armed bandits stormed a sugarcane farm on the outskirts of Iyatewa in Giwa local government and killed 1 person. In another development, a bandit lost his life during an operation in Kajuru local government area of the state. The commissioner explained that the bandits invaded Rugan Bello, a settlement located along the Kejeru Buda Road in Kajuru local government in the early hours of yesterday in attempt to kidnap the locals. He noticed that they were intercepted and resisted by community vigilante members, and in the process, one of their members was killed. And in southeast Ebonyi State, police have confirmed the attack on Ebele village, Ngbo, in Ohaku local government by suspected gunmen. This came barely 24 hours after the governors of the southeast region announced the formation of a joint security outfit codenamed Ebubuagu. It was inaugurated by the Southeast governors, and the State Commissioner for Police, Aliyu Garba, confirmed fatalities were recorded in the attack, but the number is yet to be ascertained. Ebonyi Commissioner for Internal Security and Border Peace, Stanley Okoro Emehaga, also confirmed the attack. A former Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Taufik Arekwaja, has emerged Southeast Chairman of the People's Democratic Party. He polled 343 votes to defeat Eddie Olafesho from Ondo State, who polled 330 votes. 42 candidates vied for 22 positions, while 693 delegates cast their ballots with 10 void votes. Meanwhile, Olafesho has congratulated Mr. Arekwaja on his victory. He had earlier promised to support and work with whoever emerges the chairman of the party in the zone towards rebuilding the party. Sorting of ballots for other offices is still ongoing. Both Governor Seyi Makinde and former Governor Ayodele Fayose had before the Congress promised to put aside their differences and work with winners of the Congress. At the Congress, they said that the party is bigger than any one of them, hence the need to come together and reposition the party ahead of 2023. And that's all we have time for on the news updates at this point.
Time for the newspaper headlines on Wake Up Nigeria. This morning, we will begin with the Daily Trust newspaper. And it says here, fertilizer scarcity, price hike scare farmers as rainy season sets in, of course. FEPSAN promises 1.5 million tons. Experts canvass for soil, crop-specific fertilizers. Photo story here showing officers at the burial of the fallen military personnel at the military cemetery in Burukum area of Makurdi, Benue State. Airports on high alert over attack threats. Makinde's candidates, Arapaja emerges Southwest PDP Vice Chair. 100 Northerners leave Imo as 8 killed, 6 injured in fresh attack. And up here we see arms purchase probe, COAS reps Baker. And of course, Ramadan begins today. That's coming from the Sultan himself. From there, we move to the next newspaper. This time, it will be Punch newspaper. Now, the Punch newspaper says, cells overcrowded as Jusun strike enters second week, courts shut. Inspector General of Police orders men to avoid unnecessary arrest. Prolonged strike could cause tension in correctional centers, says NCOS. Ngige begs judiciary workers. Union says 2015 agreement not implemented. Now, 12 soldiers killed by bandits in Benue buried. And that, of course, is the photo story on the front page as well. Here we see Lasma policemen knock out driver's teeth in brutal attack. And, of course, finally, Nigeria making progress on COVID-19 vaccine rapid testing kits. And that's coming from the Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibajo. And that's about all we can take for the newspaper headlines this morning. Time for us to go for some fitness.
Hi, my name is Adele V. I'm a certified fitness trainer from iFitness, and today I'm going to show you some quick lower body routines you can do using just a kettlebell. First, we're going to start with kettlebell deadlifts, and we're going to be adding some dumbbells on our heels to give extra support to target more on our hamstrings. Yeah? So when you're ready, keep your kettlebells in front of you. A drop going down from your glutes. Bring back and squeeze. Squeeze. So let's try 10. Yeah? We're going to drop one down. And now we're going to squat to shoulder pull. So have your kettlebells in front of you, right in front of your chest. Go down into a squat. Drop down. Go up. Down. All right, so we have kettlebell bound squats. Again, take your kettlebells to your chest level, go down into a squat, and bounce for 10 seconds. Oh, well done. So for this one, we won't be needing any extra hip support. So you can have this aside. So go for kettlebell swings. Deep breath. Kettlebells up, swing down, up, up, down. So when you come up, make sure you're squeezing your glutes and drop down. So when you're ready, let's try time. Last one, and 10. Well done, guys. So that was it. Quick routines to build legs, tone your legs, activate your glutes. Hope you enjoyed this.
Did you see that? Mm-hmm. Just 2 kettlebells and you're set. Oh, more. I can't.
The problem is lifting them.
No, that's the idea, man.
That's in fact,
get to it.
And honestly, I actually thought a lot of this stuff was really inaccessible, but apparently it's not.
Well, if you can't access it or if you can't afford it, there are other ways around it. Just get yourself the 75 cl liter of
water bottle. You do know these things.
Fill it with sand and you will get the equal weight. Not to say you should not patronize those that sell it. Just say that.
But if you want to start today.
Alternatives, yeah.
And hey, staying healthy and fit is very, very important these days. That's why we brought our fitness segment back.
All right, so what are we talking about today, Mary? You woke up very, very early this morning. You had your handle. Mary has been texting all day since like 3 a.m. about what we're talking about today. She's very excited about this. Apparently Taylor Swift.
No, it's okay. So the thing is this, I'm always excited when people are able to prove people wrong when they say, oh, you can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, of course, Taylor Swift's album, especially the Fearless, it did quite well, and it even won a Grammy and all. And so she unfortunately lost the rights to that album. In fact, lost the right to songs while she was with Scooter Brown. So he bought the rights, then resold it.
Wow.
So she didn't have rights to her songs, and she fought it like why she didn't have rights. I wasn't even told it was being sold. I could have bought it myself and all. That was back in 2019, and she vowed to re-record her songs so she can own them.
Yeah.
And that's what she did. And so she released it last Thursday.
A
She
whole
released Fearless.
album.
Yeah, all over again.
Yeah, last Thursday.
Goodness
and
me.
after the release, it went to #1 on Apple Music. So it's like, she's amazing.
Would that happen in Africa, however? Would that happen in Nigeria with our Nigerian instance, with the way our music and our contracts are all in a knit? And,
So I dare say a Nigerian artist, first of all, would have, used Vex to finish their whole mindset about the entire album, probably just blacklisted their own work, even though all the hard work they did in the studio. They wouldn't think of re-recording their own stuff. And probably, I dare say, might not have even been able to afford to, because the cost of, in fact, people don't know how much it costs to go to a recording studio, get it mastered, mixed down, edited, distributed. People don't actually know how much it costs. It is quite a lot of money. So I dare say Taylor Swift has that kind of money, so she can do that. And she probably infused some other things she probably felt were not there before, made it better. So yeah, kudos to her.
I don't know, Tubaba also did the same thing, but I don't think he had the contract issues and all of that. He simply just wanted to be recreated.
He wanted to recreate, like there's a remix to Ifne Baga, there's a remix to so many of his songs. Like he redid it, on Grass to Grace. And so he refixed the album. Put a lot of funkiness to it, tried to modernize it, and it wasn't so bad. But of course, for those of us who loved the first version, we feel we love the first version.
Exactly. But there's some artists that have actually done re-recordings and come out successful with it, like Adekunle Gold's first track, Sade.
AG Baby.
Yes,
He's not
I'm talking
AG
about
Baby.
Sade.
Okay.
The first ever recording of Sade was produced, mixed and mastered by Olai Tondada. And that, to us, well, in the radio station then, it was, wow, oh my gosh, who is this guy? And then suddenly, he joins YBNL. And everybody was like, we don't know what happened behind the scenes, but he re-recorded it, and it was still, in fact, it was, still a great hit. It was an even bigger hit after the fact. So it is possible.
My takeaway from this is the fact that you can actually own something and not own it at the same time. In the case of Taylor Swift, now. And if that
until then, it wasn't even public knowledge that artists don't have a right to their music.
So in our Nigerian instance, it actually has to. If you were an artist, and if you're an artist out there, you have to be very careful, especially with what it is you're signing at the very beginning. I've heard stories of so many people. One that comes to mind was the Brimer instance, who signed in their lives to record labels, and then at the end had problems. Kiss Daniels as well was also one of those people, and I think Runtown at a time.
So when you're just starting your career as an artist,
anything goes, you want to jump in.
Yeah, you just want to jump in. Really, I can't blame them. Because if you say you can't sign it, you're lost, and you won't get it, and that's it. However, this I know you need to make your money, but record label agents, just take it easy.
Okay. Now that's another topic for another day. Record labels, but we will be back after this quick break. We have so much more coming your way. Still Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to do some cooking. You know how it is. Breakfast has to be served. That's the only way to make everyone happy, because you cannot function any day without something in your belly to give you that energy. And it's awesome to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for joining us. So what are we having for breakfast?
Okay, today I'll be making creamy ikokore.
What? Creamy ikokore. I've never heard that one before. Or ifokore, as some call it.
Also known as
creamy?
water yam pottage.
Hey, this is another angle. Okay, let's take a look at the ingredients. What are we making use of? Just so you know, the ingredients are currently on your screen, but we'll also be talking about them here. So what is this?
So this is the obokun fish, also known as silver catfish.
Gang, gang. So that's obokun fish.
Yes, also
silver catfish. That's what it's called.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
this is cloves of garlic.
Okay.
Crayfish.
Okay. Blended dry crayfish, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This is palm oil.
That's my palm oil. I have here my salt.
Okay. This is vegetable oil.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Yes.
Okay.
This is black peppercorn.
Black peppercorns, and then of course we have the water yam. Okay.
Onions.
Onions.
Parmesan cheese.
So it's the cheese and the butter that are going to give you creaminess.
No, this is the main content.
Okay, the cooking cream.
Yeah, that is the cooking
Bros. Okay, let's go on. What is this?
This is roasted egg. crayfish.
This is roasted crayfish.
Shrimps. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to ask why you roasted it.
Yeah, the reason why I roasted it because I wanted that smoky flavor to be in the dish.
Okay, this
is smoked Titus.
Smoked Titus.
Yes,
this Tatashe.
This fresh rosemary.
Okay.
Fresh thyme.
Okay.
This is fresh bay leaf.
Okay. So what you're basically doing is you're giving a continental twist to a local African dish. Because to be very frank with you, I'm very, very curious yet worried about the inclusion of cheese, butter, and cream in ifokore. Oh, this is something to look forward to. So let's begin. What's the first thing we'll do?
So the first thing to do is to blend.
You're going to blend that. Okay. And then what are you going to do afterwards?
So after blending, so I get my pan on fire.
Okay.
After that, then we start cooking.
Okay, so run me through the cooking process, especially when these ones will come in.
But normally my plan is this butter goes with the fish.
Oh, the butter goes with the fish.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I'll be basting the fish.
Okay.
So the reason why I'm doing that is so that I want the skin to be crispy, but the inside to be...
Okay, let me get you a pan. So maybe we'll just do that first.
All right, ma'am.
Pending when we can start cooking, because you cannot blend on air because of the noise it will make.
All right, ma'am.
Okay, so let's get started with that.
All right, ma'am.
So you do the basting first. What happens afterwards?
No, the first thing is to start grilling.
You grill?
Yeah, it's all pan-sear. You call it pan-sear.
Okay.
So after that, then I add the butter, the garlic, some fresh rosemary and some fresh garlic.
Okay.
So that's all.
That's all you're going to do regarding the fish. Then afterwards, what are you going to do with the rest of it?
So after that, I'm starting with my ifokore. So all I need to do is just to blend this onion with some cloves of garlic.
Okay, okay. And then you put in the fish, the shrimps.
Yes, ma'am.
And of course, everything else, all the spices required.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. It does look like breakfast today is going to be something really interesting. Perhaps something you've never experienced before. Creamy ifokore. Aujourd'hui, c'est aujourd'hui. We'll join Titi right now. There's nothing I won't see in this kitchen. Okay.
There's so much excitement in that kitchen this morning. Mary, I see you. I see you. Okay, now it's time for us to talk parenting this morning. On Tuesdays, we do parenting. And we've been joined by family coach and marriage counselor, Pastor Bisi Adewale. He's an accountant by training, but called and trained as a family builder to revive and repair broken relationships and marriages. He is going to be talking about protecting our children from abuse. Now, this is a very delicate topic, a very wide one, and I do believe we're focusing on sexual abuse this morning. Thank you so much for joining us once again.
Thank you.
Okay, so honestly, it's been talked about over the past, especially over the past decade, how important it is to understand more about child abuse and why it happens. That question of why it happens and what the indicators are is where I would like to begin.
Yes, okay, let me say this. Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure being here. Child sexual abuse is real. I think that's the first thing I want every parent to know. A lot of them are still living in denial. Oh, I didn't sleep with anybody's child. Nobody can sleep with my child. Nobody's molesting my child. They won't even believe it. So the truth is, it's real. Recently, a man was arrested in Lagos, age 76. He was caught molesting 6-month-old baby, age 76. That's a grandpa sleeping with a 6-month-old baby. If I open my mouth to say what we have seen, what I've written, what people we've counseled, at times many of them you won't believe them because they are too real. Father sleeping with daughters, a lot of people, and there's something about child sexual abuse. We were told that 95% of people that are sleeping with young ones are known to the children. So, and 75% of abuses takes place around the house, not in school, not in church, not in mosque, not away from the home. So it's people we know. And 1 out of 10 children will be abused before age 15. 1 out of 10 may look small, but when you look at it, 1 out of 10, 10 out of 100, 100 out of 1,000, 1,000 out of 10,000, 10,000 out of 100,000, 100,000 out of 1 million. That's a huge number of people. So now, when we're talking about indicators, how will you know if your child is being sexually abused? The first thing I want you to know is, if a child that is being sexually abused, that child will not be normal, will not behave normal. There will be some indicators. In fact, there are about 27 of them. But most parents, if you are not well tutored, if you don't know about this, you won't see them. One of them is when your child begins to be afraid of a particular set of people. Maybe somebody, anytime you see somebody that is bearded, somebody that's wearing black clothes, he usually run away, or she's running away from boys, men, or she's afraid of darkness for no reason, and she was not like that before. Maybe the thing was done in darkness, so she will always be afraid anytime she's in the darkness. Maybe there's physical pain, the way she walks, the way she, or you are sending to a particular uncle. She reviews, I hate one uncle. The mother will say, no, go, she's your uncle. He's your uncle. He's your brother. He said, no, I hate him. I don't want to go to him. She will continue to cry, but the mother will insist. There's a particular lady, a particular girl. The uncle will say, come and help me to clean my house. Come and help me to do this. She will refuse. She told me the story. She said the mother forced her. And for years, the uncle kept on until she became an adult. Till today, the mother did not know anything. She said she couldn't count the number of times that man slept with her, with the consent of the parent, so to say. The parent will be, oh, it's your elder brother, it's your uncle, it's your, go there. Yeah. So every parent must look for these indicators so that you will know when your child is being sexually abused.
Okay, so with those indicators in mind, what would you advise parents do from a very early age with their children to ensure that they're giving them a protective covering of some sort?
Number one, every parent must know that child sexual abuse is real. Okay. That you can do it, that you are not doing it does not mean people are not doing it. Okay. They are doing. Number two, every parent must be taught about child sexual abuse, how to protect their children. We must know this. Number three, every child must be taught about abuse. You know, somebody asked me a question and said, why is it that when a child is abused, that child will keep quiet? Most of the time, the first thing that normally happens is the child may not even know that anything is going wrong. Okay. She may not know. She has never had that kind of experience. So she may even think, uncle is just playing with me. Auntie is just playing with me. And please, when we're talking about abuse now, in those days, we normally focus girls that they're abusing small babies, baby girls. But nowadays, it's both ways. Boys are being abused, girls are being abused. So we need to be more careful. So you must know that it is real. Number two, you must be aware. You must be tutored. You must learn how to undo abuse. Number three, you must train your child. Then number four, you must create the right environment. Number four, you must watch your back. Oh, don't just say, it's my brother, it's my younger brother, it's my cousin, that my cousin is there with them. Anybody can abuse your child. In fact, I told you the other time, 95% of those people that abuse a child, is they are known to those children. The rest 5%, maybe is an attack rape, people outside, and that one will be by force. That's why they told us that 80% of abuse it's not by force, it's by coercion, by guilt, by love, excessive love, and so many things.
So I know there are a lot of parents out there who are probably wondering what actually constitutes that abuse. Of course, in terms of sexual abuse, it's not just intercourse we're talking about. But I know that we have the opportunity to take some of those questions online right now. You can use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Tag us at TVC Connect. Please ask your questions and let's get some answers. What exactly constitutes this abuse and how best can we protect our children? Thank you so much, Pastor Adewale, for coming to talk to us. We'll see you again next week. Okay. There's still so much more to come right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
So as it is, you probably heard us mention it earlier, that today we are making creamy ifokore or ikokore. It depends on where you're from and how you pronounce it or what it means to you. So that's what we are making for breakfast today. As it is, we still have Chef Adex with us. And so far, so good. We've been able to have the pepper blended. So this is ready. And then, of course, we have water yam already grated. This is the cream ready. Yes, ma'am. This is the fish. The fish is, I think you're through with the pan-searing, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So we're going to put it aside.
All right.
And then we put the pot and start making the ikokore. So you're going to run us through what you did to the fish. But before that, let's start with this. What's the first thing we're doing?
No, the first thing is just to get the pan on the heat. After that, I add my red oil.
Okay, so I think we're ready to add the red oil now. Okay, so what did you do to the fish? You can pour the red oil while we talk about that.
For the fish, I marinated the fish last night. Okay. So that it can be tasty.
What did you use to marinate it?
Tandoori spice.
Okay.
Black peppercorn. Okay. Salt.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all you made use of?
Fresh minced garlic.
Fresh minced garlic. Okay.
Which I marinated overnight.
Okay.
So after that, after searing it.
What did you sear it with? Was it just oil?
Olive oil. After the olive oil, I added a little bit of salted butter. Okay. After that, some crushed garlic, fresh rosemary.
We still see the leaves. Yeah. That's all you added.
Yes, so that it can be flavorful.
Awesome. The fish is ready now. The fish is ready. Yeah. The ingredients are currently on your screen for the kokore/ifokore, whichever you choose to call it. Water yam porridge. That's what it is. So you see the ingredients on your screen right now, so you can catch up with us. Okay, so what next?
So I need to add more oil.
So you want to put more oil?
Yes.
Okay. So when the oil is hot enough, because of course, you know, we cannot heat this oil too much.
Yeah, I'm not even bleaching.
Or else the fire alarm is going to go off. And then all of us will be soaked like we are taking a swim.
No
we don't want that. So onions, right?
Yes.
Okay. After that?
After the onion, we give it a stir, then add the garlic.
The garlic, okay.
Which already means.
Yeah, I saw you getting it ready earlier. So you put in the garlic?
Yes.
Okay. So after the garlic, what goes in?
This
the
one
fish.
Goes inside.
Okay. Okay. So after the fish, what goes in?
The crayfish.
Oh, the lovely, lovely crayfish. It looks really nice. Okay, so after the shrimps, what goes in next?
Add the blended
pepper.
Yes.
Okay. So the pepper was blended earlier. The only thing we added was onions, right?
Onions and garlic.
And garlic,
yes.
Yeah. Look at it. So why are we using only tatashi? And I think I noticed you put in a bit of pepper as well.
Yeah, there is rodo also.
Yeah. So why aren't we making use of tomatoes?
Yeah, because I don't want that sourness taste in it, so I decided to go with the tatashi and the rodo and the garlic and onion. That's all.
Okay.
So after that, we just have to cover this for
how many minutes?
Maybe for like 5 to 6 minutes.
5 to 6 minutes. Then we put in the...
Yeah, this one. So all I need to do now, I have to season this one.
Okay. Well, how are you going to season it? With salt?
With salt, a bit of crayfish, then my black pepper.
Okay. You know what we're going to do?
All right, ma'am.
When we are serving later, it's going to literally continue from where we stopped while he's explaining to the guest who is going to have a taste of the meal. Right now, however, it's the top of the hour. We still have 45 minutes on the other side of the hour. Make sure you stay with us. We'll be right back. Hello. Now, with great things still to come on the show, a warm welcome to the second hour of the best breakfast show on Breakfast TV, on TV in Nigeria. Wake up, Nigeria.
Have you noticed my new thing?
What?
I do that always now. I don't know.
You do?
Someone told me about it yesterday.
Yeah. So this is what I'm always like this. So you're doing the bounce thing.
Yeah,
now?
Exactly.
Okay.
In any case, the first hour was nothing short of remarkable. Hope you're ready for another enthralling 45 minutes, and that's a word I choose to use this morning because I'm all about the big words this morning.
Enthralling.
Yes, indeed.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mary, how'd you find that one?
Non-controversial, hopefully.
Yeah. Mary, have anything to say about it?
Yeah,
Madam Big Brain.
I'm actually just looking at the way you look today and how you're jumping around. It will not make you look any younger. I'm just going to put that out there. But it's all right. You look good, actually. You look dashing.
Oh.
Yeah, enthralling.
The Amotekun look is...
And yes, of course, we still have Chef Adex here. We're making creamy ifokore. You see that creamy part? We've not gotten there yet. You can see the butter, the cheese, they are still on standby. When it finally happens,
I can't wait to see the finished product of that. Remember, you can always stream the show live and watch our download our super cool app from the Google Play Store or iOS. My name is Titilayo Onyinso.
And my name is Mazino Appeal, looking 10 years younger, no matter what Mary says. Also remember to use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the show.
Please follow us, tag us at TVC Connect on all socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think we even have TikTok, but it is the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
All right, now, so let's tell you what we have left in these final few minutes. For a musical performance, we have a recording and performing rap artist who doubles as a writer and photographer. Alosi George, professionally known as A1 Blaze. Yay!
Health, Toyin Lologumade is the founder of Precious Conceptions, Nigeria's foremost holistic family building consultancy for couples trying to conceive. She'll be joining us to talk on infertility, myths and facts.
And finally joining us on the show is a friend, he's a brother, he is a well-rounded professional entertainer, movie actor, award-winning model and everything, presenter Timini Egbuson, who started his acting career in 2010 on Mnet soap opera Tinsel and has played notable roles in several other movies like Isuke 50 the series and many more. He will be joining us today. We have a very, very interesting discussion going or about to go on here on the show. Yay, Timini.
Yeah.
I've got tips for you, Mary.
what?
Tips about looking younger when you hit 40. You're going to need it. So,
Later, if I talk,
She's gonna need it?
they'll say I
Mazino.
talk.
well, listen, yeah, this is what I've started doing, a new daily regime. Now, facial exercises, actually. The older we get, our faces thaw out. So it's recommended that you actually do this. And this is one part of our bodies we really don't, you know. There is a little gadget which you can actually chew on that helps you.
What gadget?
I actually think you exercise your face quite a lot. You talk all the time.
We do.
You use your voice every day.
We
so
do.
that muscle is working every single day, especially for us.
So talking about old age and young age,
What about
there was
this Mary,
something
old age and young age?
There was something that occurred to me. So you know we have Amotekun in Southwest, and now the Southeast governors have also come up with Ebubeagu.
Yeah.
So I now said to myself that what if men below 50 and women below 40 are mandated to be enlisted?
Wow.
Hang on.
Okay.
What do you think the results would be?
They're already too old to be conscripted or enlisted.
No, 50 is the new 40.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, more attacks have been recorded in parts of the country, with Niger, Kaduna, Ebonyi states being target areas. In Niger State, 5 men of the Vigilantes group were killed yesterday, with scores injured during an attack on the local market and some communities in Shiroro local government area of the state. It was learned the attack happened at Basa community while commercial activities were going on in the market. Also, communities such as Berikago, Gatawi, Kini, Mbada, and other adjoining villages in Manta district of the local government were attacked. The co-convener concerned Shiroro youths and Sani Abubakar Koki said bandits' attacks have become a daily occurrence without any help from authorities. The State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Wasiu Abiodun could not be reached at the time of filing this report. And in Kaduna State, bandits struck Wawan Rafi village in Zagundakafi local government area, killing a man, his 7-year-old son, and 2 other persons. The bandits also burnt 7 houses, 1 car, and 1 motorcycle in the attack. Confirming the incident, Kaduna State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, also disclosed that armed bandits stormed a sugarcane farm, the outskirts of Iyatawa in Giwa local government area, and killed one person. In another development, a bandit lost his life during an operation in Kajuru local government area of the state. The commissioner explained that the bandits invaded Rugan Bello, a settlement located along Kajuru Buda Road in Kajuru local government in the early hours of yesterday in an attempt to kidnap the locals. He noted that as they were intercepted and resisted by community vigilante members, and in the process, one of their members was killed. And in the southeast, precisely Ebonyi State, police have confirmed an attack on Ebele village in Uhaku local government by suspected gunmen. This information came barely 24 hours after the governors of the southeast region announced the formation of the joint security outfit, codenamed Ebubeagu. It was inaugurated by the Southeast governors. The State Commissioner of Police, Aliu Garba, confirmed fatalities were recorded in the attack, but the number is yet to be ascertained. Ebonyi Commissioner for Internal Security and Border Peace, Stanley Okoro Emehaga, also confirmed the attack. A former Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Taufik Arekbaja, has emerged Southwest Chairman of the People's Democratic Party. He polled 343 votes to defeat Eddie Olafesho from Ondo State, who polled 330 votes. 42 candidates vied for 22 positions, while 693 delegates cast their ballots with 10 void votes. Meanwhile, Mr. Olafesho has congratulated his counterpart on his victory. He had earlier promised to support and work with whoever emerges as the chairman of the party in the zone towards rebuilding the party. Sorting of ballots for other offices is still ongoing. Both Governor Seyi Makinde and former Governor Ayodele Fayose had before the Congress promised to put aside their differences and work with winners at the Congress. They said the party is bigger than any one of them, hence the need to come together and reposition the party ahead of 2023 general elections. And that's all we have on the news at this point.
And of course, you're welcome back, and it's time for performance. And we have something very, very special for you, rap culture. We have Aloze George, professionally known as A1 Blaze. He's a recording and performing rap artist who doubles as a writer and also photographer. And he is on today to perform some very, very exquisite tunes. Hey, man, it's good to see you, man. How you doing?
Very well.
All right, grand. Now, I can't wait to see what it is you're going to perform for us. First of all, I want to say or ask exactly what influences your kind of music. What kind of music is it, and who influences it?
It's rap music. I have people like Tupac, Biggie, Nas, and Immortal Technique.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, so are we expecting to hear some of those kind of leanings in your music?
Well, that's if I'm doing a cappella, but I think I'm just sticking to
the soft chords.
song.
Okay.
Yeah,
no problem. No problem. All good. All right, then let's take it away. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that one. You got us in a groove this Tuesday morning. And now it's time for us to talk about health. Now, this particular topic, a lot of us have been waiting for to talk about today on health. We have Toyin Lulugumade, the founder of Precious Conceptions, Nigeria's foremost holistic family building consultancy for couples trying to conceive. Now, she's joining us to talk about infertility, the myths and facts. Now, you might want to know that she has this burning desire to demystify this issue of infertility and eradicate the social stigma around it. And thank you so much for joining us once again.
Thank you, Thank you.
All right, so now there are a lot of myths around infertility and how to conceive or conception in general.
Yes.
And some of them can be quite amusing, I'm going to say. So we need to demystify and figure out which ones are fact, which ones are fiction.
Yes.
So what's the most common one you hear whenever your clients come into your office?
Okay, so the thing is, people will say when you're trying to conceive, you have to time your intercourse.
Okay.
You have to try different styles.
Okay.
Some will even say put a pillow under your butt for the woman.
Okay.
Raise up your leg after you have intercourse.
Yeah.
And to me, initially when I was also trying, it made some sense.
Okay.
But looking at it closely, it doesn't, because you don't really need to raise up
your
butt, your leg,
Okay.
when you have intercourse for you to get pregnant.
Some women are already in that position in the first place, and then they stay like that. You know, they just do like this.
Stay like
they
that.
just stay. How many minutes should they stay like that?
They stay like that. They stay like that.
Stay
So
like
for
that.
like 1
Don't
hour.
move, don't move.
No.
So this is
that's
all.
not, no.
Okay.
It's not true, because you find out that people can conceive in any situation, in any position. It depends It depends on your ovulation day.
So
that is when the woman.
So
can
if the
get
woman
pregnant.
is in the dominant position, it's possible for her.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes, it is.
That's another myth I've heard, though. That
yes, it is.
Okay.
Because so another thing, you know, coming from what you just said, is some people will say if you have intercourse and you get up and the sperm washes down, that means the man has some watery ejaculation, and it's not true.
Okay.
Because when you look at the man, the semen is made up of several things. It's not just sperm. Some don't have. Some men do not have. They are shooting blanks.
Wow.
Okay, and it has so many other components. So the thing is, for the sperm to be able to swim up and fertilize an egg at that appropriate time during the ovulation window.
So where is that window? So there's probably some younger people even watching, maybe just going through puberty. Let's count the days. A woman's cycle is 28 days, I believe? 28?
For some 30, some 35. So first you need to establish your length of cycle.
Okay.
And then typically ovulation occurs 14 days before your next cycle, your next period. So the day of your period, the day you start bleeding, is your day 1.
Yes.
So the next cycle, you have to determine the length.
Okay.
Some are 28. If you're 28 like clockwork, then day 14, you will ovulate if nothing interferes with it.
And during that ovulation period, that's how long? How long is that period?
It's just a 24-hour window.
So it's only within...
That 24-hour window.
Wow. Okay, so there's
now
nothing
see some signs that you're getting there.
Okay.
Your body changes, your discharge, your mucus changes.
Okay.
It thins out so that you can have easy penetration and swim up.
Okay.
But there's that window when the egg is released and the sperm must be waiting.
So it's not that
happens.
you know, the guy was trying to get there and, you know, he was almost there, and then like 48 hours after that day, it's still possible.
It's just that 24-hour window. You have to time it. Now, because you really can't time, you know, what we tell people is have active, unprotected intercourse when you're trying to conceive. Leave like a 36-hour window. If you can have it every day, but leave like a 36-hour window so that you're sure, you know, you have some left in there when you're about to ovulate.
Officially demystified. Let's talk about food. And things people tell you to drink or eat in order to be more fertile. I've heard things like eat a lot of okra. Is that true?
Okay, so this is where I'm a bit different.
Okay.
Now, food contributes a lot. What you eat, what you do not eat,
contribute a lot into our fertility profile, yeah? So if you spend a lot of your time eating junk food, sugar, and all of that, it could bounce back on you and affect your metabolism as a woman. And when it does that, you could have something called insulin resistance. And if the woman is prone to having PCOS, that's a huge problem. It becomes a monster. Now, but when you eat healthily, have a healthy BMI, yes, chances are you would most likely conceive spontaneously, or with a little help you would. Now, things like okra, for me, from my research, now this is controversial, it's not good for men who are trying to conceive.
Oh, wow.
Things like soya milk, soya bean, for certain women, it's not the ideal thing to take. So you have to stay away from those.
From any soy product?
Soy product. Like I had to do that. For some people, again, this one is controversial, pawpaw. So when you look at it, you'll find that some of them have contraceptive properties.
Oh, wow.
And if you're having that difficulty, it's best to stay away. Now, some people will take it and not have any issue. But if you're having some struggle in that area, then it's just best to stay away from those food items. Yeah.
Now, I know there are quite a few other myths that we would like to help you demystify, and we can help you online. Just make sure you use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, at TVC Connect. What are those myths you heard a while ago about being a little bit more fertile or less so? We'll see if we can answer your questions in just a bit. Stay with us.
Time for us to have a conversation with our final guest. Now, this particular guy, the only thing he hasn't done is, when it comes to entertainment, is drop a record. Timini Egusi is an award-winning actor, model, and TV presenter who started his acting career in 2010 on Mnet's soap opera Tinsel. He has since played notable roles in several movies like 50, the series, The Intern, and recent cinema releases like Ponzi and Omogeto, the saga. He won the Best Actor Award in a drama for his role in Elevator Baby at the 2020 AMVCA Awards. And it's such a pleasure to have him in the studio with us today. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Feels really nice to hear, you know, that it's me that you're talking about like that.
Yeah, so but are you planning to drop a record, seriously?
I have actually dropped a record.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, so then you got it wrong.
No,
what
it's
song was it?
but it's on my OnlyFans. So like if you check my OnlyFans, you probably
OnlyFans. You see? Yeah, okay. No, did you say that to get at me, or you actually meant
No,
it?
I just want you to be comfortable, like at the end of the day.
No, but seriously, do you have a record?
We'll talk about it after.
Timini. Hey, okay. Let's talk about your career. Really.
All right, cool.
I know you studied psychology.
Yes.
That was what you started with.
Yes.
So at what point did you decide that this wasn't for you, or you just felt this is something you've always wanted to do anyway, and then you went into acting?
So I studied psychology, and then I started to work in sales and marketing. I did that for 2 years. I got promoted. It was nice. It wasn't like as if it wasn't working out. There's no sub-story there. But I just didn't feel as fulfilled. So I got the opportunity to start acting, and you know, it came naturally to me without having to do any formal training at the time. I saw that there was potential there, and I was looking at the long run. I just realized that it would make a lot more sense to do something that you enjoy comfortably, you know, so I decided to face acting full time.
Now, you said you got the opportunity. When you mean you got the opportunity, does it mean that you didn't go for auditions or anything, or someone just called you up and said, Timini, come do this role?
No, so I remember what was happening was Tinsel, they were doing auditions, and I had never mentioned to Dakori or anybody else that I wanted to act. But we were all in University of Lagos. We were like, let's go for Tinsel audition. So it was like a bunch of us. Some of us didn't have any idea of acting. Some of us just wanted to go and look for babes. Some of us just wanted to just go and network. And, you know, we went, you know, and I got there. I remember, you know, from just speaking, the person auditioning was like, oh my God, you have a really nice voice. I'm sure you agree. And, you know, I was like, yeah. And they were like, okay, do the lines. And I did the lines, and they were like, fantastic, you got the role. And I'm like,
then you just nailed it. It's mad, okay.
So it was like maybe out of 15 of us that went for the audition that day, I got called back. And then I remember telling the Corey, like, yo, I got called for tinsel, and she's like, huh? So it wasn't like a narrative of working.
And it depends on everyone who sees you as well. Say, for example, I had a conversation just yesterday with a former classmate of yours, and she says, oh, yes, Timini has always been a lover boy. Yeah. She even mentioned your best friend, Oreoluwa, or is it Opeoluwa?
Yeah,
what happened to him? Are you guys still rocking the streets?
You know, we still talk once in a while on social media. You know, life happens. You know, it's so crazy because, like, so basically, when I was in uni, my first name is James. Okay. So when I was in uni, my name was James, and James had always been that guy. You know, I've always been that guy. This is not me putting up a persona or like anything else. It's just who I am. Hopefully, the world embraces. And people that don't embrace will be all right as well, you know. So sometimes you have conversations.
So I like the fact that you're owning it. That makes, as you said at the beginning, you wanted me to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Now I am feeling comfortable.
Talk to me.
Because last year you were in the news.
I'm always in the news.
Last year you were particularly
for my
in the
AMBCA?
News. No, the AMBCA was actually an afterthought. That came at the end of the year.
Well.
Yeah. But earlier in the year, we had first, there was this talk about you and your girlfriend, especially some ladies coming on social media, as well as your reaction to their claims that you cheated on your girlfriend with them. And I remember at that point when we were talking about it, there were loads of allegations and counter-allegations. But from your point of view, tell us what actually happened at that period.
Oh, imagine me doing that right now. Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be nice. You're an actor.
But I wouldn't, because at the end of the day, that's my personal life, you know.
Yeah, but it was put in the public space, and you also responded, if you remember.
You know what else was on the public space?
AMBCA.
Breaded Life.
Yeah, we're going to come to Breaded Life. But the reason I'm bringing this is because it does seem like you have a lot of controversy surrounding you. Because besides that, there's also something else that was trending last year.
Which one?
It had to do with you, Sophia Lakija, and Efe Rele.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, do you court controversy, or does controversy just seek you?
Still, it's the one thing about like standing on top of a mountain, right? Everybody's looking at you. When you're down in the market, in the bush with everybody else, nobody really cares about what you do, you know.
True.
So like, as it has been for me in my life, everything that I have done has been under a microscope. So you see something like one blogger, like today, but like imagine me just going online and saying, this presenter at
TVC.
this so TVC station hits on me and blah, blah, blah. There can be no truth to it whatsoever. But still, you find out that people talk about it. It'll catch on if you're a hot topic. If you're not, it probably wouldn't. But like, that's it for you, you know. So like, a lot of times, I just lay back. You see something online and you're like, wow, this is interesting.
Is this really you?
And you don't think about wanting to even start explaining, but you're like, imagine Sophia and Ife are like my sisters. So this thing that you're talking about, when I said it, I was like, imagine that. Imagine me now wasting time instead of telling them about like all the 25 movies I have coming out, all the different things that I've done in different industries, and now they start explaining. So see what happened. Me and my girlfriend, nah, that's juvenile.
Okay, you know what happened, which is what we're going to talk about now. Good thing you mentioned all the 25 movie roles you've been in. And,
no, not been in, coming out.
Yeah, they're still coming out.
Yeah.
So you've had 25 that are still coming out.
Yeah, 24, 25.
Good. So it seems that besides whatever happens to you online, there's also your life that has to do with your career, and it's very remarkable. Now, you have a penchant for getting roles that have to do with you being the bad boy.
That's what you watched
as well. And bad boy in the Nigerian movie industry is usually the most popular. I don't know why it's always been like that, but it's always been like that. And I know you have a movie right now that is coming out, Breaded Life.
Breaded Life.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So, like I said, it all depends on where you're looking it out from, because like there's a lot of movies that I've been in that I wasn't the bad boy.
True.
There's a lot of movies where I was somebody's junior brother. I didn't have lines. So maybe you like bad boy movies.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't even watch so many of such movies.
So what you just sit down around and talk to your friends about blogs.
No, I read more, but let's go on. It's not about me.
You know, so yes, Breaded Life is a different type of movie. Breaded Life is a movie that there's a lesson for everybody in it, you know. There's a bad boy, but it also shows you how things change. It also shows you how, like, 1 minute you're bad and the next minute something in life happens, because that's what life is all about, you know. It's a fantastic movie, well told. It's a Bjorn Stevens story. And everybody knows that when Bjorn Stevens does a movie, it's fantastic. Okay. There's Prefect and Picture Perfect, there's Jobber. You know, so without giving away too much of the story, this film that you're going to watch, if you go to the cinema, you see that like it shows you the life of this guy, Sumi Smako, who is a bad boy, and then he wakes up and something crazy has happened. Nobody remembers him. Nobody knows who he is.
Don't tell us.
No, trust me.
I'm beginning to feel like this is something we should really take a look at.
Trust me. By the time you watch it, you understand. First of all, I'll tell you for a fact that you see Timini like you've never seen him before. You see Bimbo Ademoye like you've never seen her before.
You know what? We will see it right now.
Sure.
Let's take a quick look at it. Just a bit of it.
Don't you want to be responsible?
Wait, responsibility is relative, Mama. Responsibility is relative. I mean, come on now. Come on, give me some credit. Do I do drugs? No. I have not impregnated anybody. I have no baby mamas. Do I have unprotected sex? No. I mean, no, not all the time. What else do you want me to do? What else do you want me to do?
We should clap for you.
Yes, baby.
Clap for you.
Well, you know, the way you really managed to take on these roles and really push it out there, I wonder, have you ever had issues with your parents regarding your character? Have you ever had such confrontations, so much so that when you remember them, it becomes a lot easier for you to act it out?
No, I've always been the perfect kid.
The model son.
I swear.
Wow.
I've always been the perfect kid. Like, I'm not even a disrespectful son, rude, no. For me, what I channel on is what I see in the environment, you know. And I've had all sorts of friends in life, you know. So sometimes you think you see a role, and then when you look at the character, you just remember
somebody,
and you're like, okay, let me do it exactly the way I feel like this person would have done it in that scenario.
Have you found yourself in a position where you're given a role and there was nobody to refer to, there was nobody you could have looked up to and said, this is this person, I'm going to use it? Have you ever been in that position and you had to probably learn to be
No,
that
so
character?
when that happens, what I now do is my imagination. I have a very, very vivid imagination, so I just sometimes put myself in that situation and bluff. And the internet is a very wide, big space, so I don't think that there's any scenario that you possibly find yourself that you won't be able to find something that you can maybe read a little bit on, or like, you know.
There's a question I'd like to ask. I'll just ask you yes or no answer.
Give it to me.
Are you happy?
100. Am I?
Happy.
100%.
Fantastic. So let's take a look at some more of your clips, and from there, you will go have breakfast on us.
What we got? What are we having? Smells nice.
You'll find out shortly. Even the look on your face at that point, like, okay, let's go. Oh boy. But really, today's chef is Chef Adex, and he's prepared breakfast for us today. Chef Adex has made creamy ikokore.
Yes, sir.
So, Chef Adex, you're going to tell us why it's creamy again, because I think you missed it earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, like I said earlier, it's creamy. It's creamy because it's creamy because I made use of cooking cream.
Okay.
Cooking cream.
Okay. And cheese and butter.
But the cheese is only for.
I've never actually had it for Korea before.
Oh,
Really? But you've heard about it, obviously.
I've heard about it.
Okay.
If it's not nice, I'm not going to act like it's nice. So I didn't pay for that. So you guys, don't worry. I'll give you honest
opinion.
Feel free to say, Oma.
Woo! Looks
It's
good,
not
though.
so hot. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
It's
Okay.
actually nice. Very
Okay.
nice. Very nice.
So was it what you expected?
I don't know what I was expecting to be honest. But I really like it.
No, but it's just, you could just put it as watayam pottage. So that might be something you might have in your local delicacy as well. So
No, but I've never had what I am before.
you've never
to be
had
honest.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Now, honestly, when it comes to the chefs on Wake Up Nigeria, we always get great results, and today's chef has done great. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for hosting
Now,
me.
Mazino is on the couch, wondering when he's going to have a taste of this meal.
You know, you guys, you do this to me all the time. You keep me in here while you guys are having fun, but it's not a problem. Timini's my guy. He'll save some for me.
Yes, he is.
Mazino, don't worry. Someday I'm just going to leave this place and let you just stay and have breakfast.
No, thank you.
Now, guess what tomorrow is, people? It's a Wonder Woman Wednesday.
That's right.
And who run the world?
We girls do.
Yes,
You better
we
get
do.
used to it. Even if you don't give us equal pay, we'll be all right. We'll survive. We'll be good.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
for
us.
having me. It's always a pleasure.
Thank
Anytime,
you
any
so
day.
much.
Thank you,
for
Chef.
coming.
And thank you to all of you at home. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Bright and early.
Bye.